I have laryngitis, so I'm sorry for my voice. I started not to do the readings, but it is what it is. Okay, so it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So I want you to take a moment to pause the video and see which deck is resonating with you. And I will go ahead and begin with deck number 1. I know y'all like, girl, you didn't have to do the video. Okay. So we have the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, overall energy, 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the Wheel. Okay, so overall energy, I feel like maybe you guys have been mentally stressed. Maybe there has been a lot going on. It seems like just when you feel that things are changing or things are getting better, you know, you are met with some new challenge that kind of, you know, plays with your mind. And maybe you feel stuck or trapped in your own situation, or you haven't figured out how to escape some sort of trap that you're in. I feel that you might be trying to manifest something, or maybe you're trying a different form of manifestation. Or it could be that if you used to use manifestation and then you stopped, or you were having doubts in manifestation, maybe you're like, okay, let me try this again. And it looks like, you know, you're taking in deep breaths and really trying to focus on the outcome and channel, you know, the situation that you want. And it does seem that something starts to materialize. I feel like stuff starts to happen like in increments. Like, okay, first confirmation that maybe something's working. Second confirmation that something is working. And then I feel like you're going to get like a big wow factor. Or everything just kind of like comes in abundance. Everything that you've been wanting. And it seems like this could definitely have something to do with your finances. Maybe you feel like you finally landed, or are finally home, or, you know, coming into success. I just feel like you have a strong sense of security. And I feel like even when you come into abundance, you are going to want to share it with people that you love, or people that you care about. And it also could be that if you don't necessarily come into abundance, somebody around you or close to you will, and share it with you. Because I feel like somebody is wanting to share their abundance with people that they trust. I feel like, on a positive note, there is someone who can possibly pull strings for you. Maybe there's something that you're trying to achieve, and you know somebody who knows a person and they're able to kind of like work their magic for you. And, you know, maybe they're introducing you to someone, or getting you some sort of interview, or, you know, whatever the case. And it just still ends up leading towards everything that you wanted. I feel that you are going to have some sort of recognition or status. If it's a relationship, it could be that something is being made official. Maybe somebody is like officially off the market, or just kind of like ready to settle down. But I feel like whatever the case is being recognized by many people. I feel like there's going to be some sort of rise in status regardless. The only downside, or from a different perspective, is that somebody around you maybe has a tendency to manipulate or play mind games. Or maybe you want something so badly that you agree to their stipulations or what have you. You're like, I know this person is either making stuff up, or maybe this person is cutting corners, but, you know, if they're going to be able to help me out, you know, then I'm going to work with them. I'm going to turn a blind eye and just kind of like work with whatever it is that they're offering. Or maybe somebody has like some strange method of how they do things, and you're just like, okay, like I don't get it, but I'll go along with it. And it just seems like, you know, you are still finding yourself fulfilled at the end of the day. You may have inherited something from a spiritual perspective. You may have inherited some sort of a gift that you're kind of like working with. Or maybe something's been activated. Maybe you had some sort of gift that's been lying dormant, that is now being activated. And I feel like there is something that you may have inherited, possibly from an earth sign in your family. And whatever this gift is, it can bring you abundance. It can bring you security. Also, you may literally receive a financial inheritance or some sort of settlement. And you can finally make some sort of a big purchase that you wanted. Or maybe you're just wanting to put something in savings, or maybe you want to go on vacation. So yeah, it still looks like either way things are turning out for the better, even if it started out with doubt or stress. I'm also getting the energy of initiation, like having to go through, especially if you feel like you've been going through some sort of difficult trials. And I feel like part of that is a spiritual initiation. Yeah. You might have an opportunity to perform, especially You know, if you are some sort of performer, singer, actor, dancer, there's a strong possibility that you're going to get hired for something, or you get to, you know, speak or just be seen by a large number of people for your work. I keep, maybe it's the person in the card, but I keep getting the image of this actress named Thandie Newton. And then she also has like a daughter that looks just like her. So I don't know if someone knows of these people personally, or if this is like you're a fan of their work. But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about Thandie Newton and her daughter. Okay, so also a shadow situation. I see that someone's been working on you. Someone's been trying to put some sort of juju on you. I don't know. I just kind of feel like somebody is trying to prevent you from having success, or from having peace. It could, yeah, I feel like it's somebody who is, I don't know who this person is. I just feel like they're doing some sort of work on you. It could be an earth sign, or it could be an air sign. Or if this is someone who you used to be cool with, but you're not really cool with this person anymore. Maybe you had started picking up some sort of weird vibes from this person. I feel like this is somebody who's been like doing some sort of work on you. Now, the other part is that if this is not like something negative, because I still feel like it's maybe two scenarios. One situation, somebody is trying to block you from having success. Somebody is putting doubt in your mind, and making you feel like you aren't good enough, or just casting a lot of doubt towards you. The other scenario I get is that somebody is actually just trying to make you think of them or love them or be attracted to them, but it might be having a negative outcome on you. Like, instead of making you like them, maybe you start to despise them or not trust them, or you just have some sort of weird vibes towards them. So whatever it is that they're trying to do might not be working the way they want it to. And then one other thing is that there's a possibility that it's kind of like a spiritual attack, but not necessarily sent by anyone, just maybe because of the location that you're in, the place, like wherever you live, even if you're just like staying at a hotel, like maybe something about the energy of that structure is negative, and you can feel, maybe it just feels like you're being attacked from a bunch of unrested souls. And they're clouding your intelligence. And so, or you can feel the weight of their energy, and it's just taking a toll on you. Be careful too of what you try to invoke. You might be calling on the wrong spirit. or you could be calling on a trickster. You also might need to, or be thinking about investments, how to invest your money, what to do with the money that you already have, excuse me, and flipping it. Whatever you do, I feel like it works. Like I said, because you're coming into some sort of abundance. So I don't know what it is, but I feel like you're going to get your money back, plus more. You also could be into flipping houses or something in regards to real estate and properties. Maybe you are going in with investment partners, and everybody is combining their knowledge and able to purchase and flip things and make a nice profit from it. Let's see here. Okay, so something about relationships. I kind of feel like maybe either you could be an outsider looking in at somebody else's relationship, or somebody feels some type of way about yours, which also could have something to do with somebody sending some sort of energy towards you. Yeah, if you're in a committed relationship, I don't know, I feel that maybe the relationship is going to be put to the test. Like somebody is trying to interfere, or shake the foundation. Even if it's not a romantic interest, it could be a family member. Somebody is just, it seems like somebody could kind of try to mess up the stability of your relationship. Also could be involved with someone who keeps putting their family before the relationship or before the marriage. Be cautious of somebody trying to bring you in on any type of scheme. Or know what you're doing. Again, in a love situation, I feel that somebody is trying to manipulate your thoughts. Okay, one other red flag I need to give is that if there's somebody that you're connecting with and you're feeling this person, but you feel as if they have not officially, pursued you, it's just a lot of mixed signals or indirectness, is likely because they're in a relationship. And they're just kind of like having fun, or just like putting the idea in your head that there could be something between the two of you if they weren't in a relationship, or almost like just stick around just in case this doesn't work type energy. So yeah, that would be the only other like red flag. There's going to be some questions in regards to someone's, what do you call it? Biological parents. Not saying that they're not, but I feel like something is questionable. You might have a love offer coming in within the next 30 days, but I feel that you might be a little jaded and not necessarily interested, or not in a rush. You might not take someone's gestures seriously because you just don't trust them, especially if they are just very charming and a flirt. I feel like you are going to choose to just keep focusing on you. All right, so we'll move on to deck number 2. All right, you have the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. Overall energy, the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, and Justice. Ooh. And I'm not sick, you guys. My laryngitis is coming from some drama. So I'm okay. But somebody tipped my scales. So, all right. So, the overall energies kind of feels like you guys you were torn. Maybe you've been in the middle, or straddling the fence, trying not to disturb anybody's peace, not wanting to hurt people's feelings, just kind of maybe like playing it safe. And I feel that ultimately you are deciding that you're just going to do what's best for you. You're like, let me just, look out for me. And so whatever you're getting ready to do is your way of putting your foot down, taking a high road, or doing what you feel is the diplomatic thing to do. I feel like you do want to be fair and just in the decisions that you make. And maybe you have like considered your feelings and the feelings of someone else or other people. Just basically weighing the pros and cons of a situation. And it just looks like you're like, okay, I thought about it. And, you separated yourself emotionally from the decision and decided to just like, pursue what you felt is best for you. And I do feel that you're going to be happy. You're going to have a sense of purpose. I feel like you are going to experience, what it feels like to just like enjoy the moment. You also may be finding yourself feeling very creative as well. Maybe, people are bringing out your creativity, or maybe you feel just very inspired. It just seems that, there's going to be a lot of clarity after maybe going through some sort of doubts or back and forth. And this could be a new opportunity for you, a passion project. Maybe you're pursuing a passion or some sort of dream. But it is some sort of opportunity that I feel like you're headed towards. Excuse me, the only thing it seems like it could be bittersweet, but I still feel like the good outweighs the negative. Maybe people hate to see you go, or they're sad that you're moving on, but at the same time, maybe being understanding that this is your life, or, this is your decision. I feel like you also just don't want to feel empty anymore. I feel like you just want purpose. I feel like you're going to be walking away from things that don't give you purpose or fulfillment. Only thing I'm a little concerned about is that it seems like initially something starts off really perfect and fun, and then maybe you realize that's not what you want. Or maybe you let's say you had 2 job offers, you went with one of them, you were like, oh, this one isn't all it's cracked up to be. I'm gonna call that other company and tell them that I'm still available for an interview, or I'm still available for that opportunity if they'll have me. And then, you leave them and go to the other place that you applied to. Could be something like that. But I feel like this is about you pursuing something that you want, even if it means like walking away from other things or other people. I feel like you are also making some sort of an agreement or signing some sort of a contract. Spiritually, definitely just seems like you're playing out your karmic agreement, whatever it is. This is you paying off some sort of a karmic debt. Now, in the case of law, it could be that you're dealing with some sort of legal matters. Maybe you're having to agree to something or sign off on something. There could be some sort of custody battles going on. Maybe someone is surprised that you agree to a divorce, but it does seem like people are going to reach some sort of a settlement. You also, again, going back to setting some sort of boundaries. I feel like you're setting boundaries with people. And also like speaking your truth. Maybe you're learning how to speak your truth. There still may be challenges when it comes to communications. Maybe you're needing to learn how to communicate better or express yourself better. Or maybe this is, somebody that you're dealing with. I feel like somebody is also maybe trying to make amends with you or apologize about something. Maybe somebody has something that they want to explain. So I do feel like there's going to be forgiveness between you and somebody, but it still seems like, yeah, I forgive you under these conditions. It's like, no, there's conditions. So in order to keep peace, this is what needs to be done. So yeah, I kind of feel like you're saying like, yeah, I forgive you, but only if you can show me, this, or only if you pay me back what you already owed me, or only if, so I just kind of feel like things are going to balance out. You could be dealing with an air sign, water sign, or maybe a Leo. Something also could be going on where maybe someone was blinded by something, blinded by pride or ego, or is realizing that they have to walk away from their ego or set their ego aside. Yeah, so in a sense, it could be that, you're finding yourself having to take the high road, like I said. You might have an opportunity to learn a new skill. I kind of feel like, again, about the forgiveness, that someone is holding themselves accountable for what they said or did. I feel like something is like a hard pill to swallow. Maybe someone's honesty, or someone is like eating some humble pie, like something of that sort. Again, something that may have been confusing is gonna, clear up. Like a confusing situation, like, is gonna make sense. I also feel like a secret might come out too. There's something in regards to secrets that's gonna clear everything up and make somebody like, oh, okay, now it all makes sense. Also, the truth could be revealed to you in a dream. I feel like something is going to be highlighted in your life, or you are going to be in the spotlight. I kind of feel like somebody is being discovered. Something is like a hidden gem. Yeah, I feel like an opportunity comes along your way, and I don't know, you were confused about what to do. Either you are turning down one opportunity for another, or you accept this opportunity, but that also means giving something up. Yeah, so I feel like you're headed towards something successful, but it still requires you to let something go. You also might not want to tell people about what you're doing or about this opportunity that came across your way. In a love situation, I feel that you are giving up on some sort of dream or expectations that you had about somebody. Or maybe the concept of like soulmates. It just seems like something has been a battle. And I feel like you don't want this anymore. Something has been too complicated, and I feel like you've been disappointed too many times. I just kind of feel like you had high hopes about either someone in particular or just about relationships. And it just seems like maybe you didn't get what you wanted, or what your ego identified with in regards to relationships. Like that ego is like, it's like you're having to let it go because it's just been such a struggle. Like maybe you keep attracting egotistical people, narcissistic people. It just seems like you're like, if that's all that the universe has to offer, I don't want it. And you might be avoiding someone that is trying to sing your praises or get your attention. I also feel like something didn't move forward because both people had too much pride to acknowledge the other or admit that they were into each other or admit that they were wrong. Like, I feel like people just eventually gave up on something. It does seem like just as you give up on whatever this is, that's when something changes. Something has just been too unstable. I feel like you just don't want something anymore. And you're choosing peace. You're like, this is too difficult. You also could be dealing with someone who is kind of mentally unstable in a sense, or just suffers from depression or some some form of like emotional distress, PTSD. Is something, and I just kind of feel like maybe it can't be dealt with anymore. Kind of feels too like maybe someone, the communication skills or the communication challenges has to do with someone wanting to be in control but doesn't know what they're saying or doing. I'm also getting the energy of like a parent and child, especially like the relationship between somebody and their father. Someone also might still feel like a child when they're around their parent and feel as if they can't communicate like they normally would. And so, maybe they feel the need to be bigger than what they feel. I also feel like somebody maybe wants to go live with their father. And it might be sad for the mother. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to deck number 3. You have the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, overall energy, Four of Wands, Five of Swords, and King of Cups. All right, so you may have been distant or just having disagreements with somebody, especially if this person is a water sign. And I feel like there's also been emotional blockages. Feels like you've been ignoring someone's gestures as well. Maybe you've been very guarded or just defensive towards someone, like you just didn't trust this person. You didn't trust their kind gestures. And it seems like maybe there's a willingness to open up again. let your guards down or break down that barrier, and maybe establish some sort of new foundation with somebody. It also could be that you decided to just like leave the whole situation alone and just move on from somebody where there is just a lack of trust. Whatever is going on, I feel that you are very focused, and very passionate about what you're doing next or what your next move is going to be. I feel like you're headed into your next chapter, like basically you're just pursuing some sort of a dream. You're like, this is what I have to do. This is what I'm ready to do. I feel like there is a readiness for you to confront challenges and obstacles and just like move past a negative situation. I feel like this might be more about moving on from somebody. If you do let your guards down with somebody, I feel like you do, but not really. You still might have some sort of boundaries in place. Something has got you feeling very passionate this week. I feel like your drive is activated and you are up for a challenge, or you're not afraid anymore. You might be ready to deal with some sort of insecurities that you've been dealing with. Whatever you're doing is like you're having to put on your protective armor first. You're like, okay, I'm about to go into danger, or I'm about to go into a situation that I can't be emotional about or sensitive about. So let me put on my protective shield and just go through it. So yeah, I feel like you're moving through a situation, but you have like this emotional garment on. You also may be getting ready to confront a fire sign. Now it's possible from the perspective of somebody who's interested in you or wanting to pursue you. I feel like this person is just like determined, and they're prepared for you to say no or reject them. They're like, I got thick skin. I can handle a few rejections. And so, somebody might be getting ready to pursue you knowing that they might be rejected. But this person's determined. Unfortunately, if this is somebody that you don't want to deal with, I feel like this person just does not want to go away. I feel like they won't move. Even if you're like, move out of my way or stay away from me, I feel like this person is like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm staying right here until you look at me, or until you trust me again, or until you have a conversation with me. So yeah, I feel that, somebody is determined to keep you, hold on to you, fight for you, and not let you leave. Especially, like I was saying, it looks like maybe you got tired or something, or you just were like, I'm just going to leave this situation alone. It's like all of a sudden this person's like, where do you think you're going? Like, no, I didn't say you could leave. So there also could be some sort of sense of control issues going on between people. I also feel like maybe there's some sort of protective barrier around you. Could be that your spirit guides are trying to block you or prevent you from getting hurt, or getting into a situation that is not safe. If someone is in the military, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe someone is preparing for war, or deployment. So either you could be military or you're dealing with somebody that's in the military. I just feel like something is trying to stop you from leaving or fully pursuing something. Like I said, it could be for your protection. Maybe you think it's bad, but it might actually be a good thing. Like, this is for your protection. I feel like you break through one barrier, or you cross, the first finish line, but something is preventing you from like having some sort of full access or to complete something fully. It's like, okay, stop right there. That's enough. Park for now. It even makes me feel like if you happen to get like stuck in traffic, it's probably for your protection. Maybe if you had left 5 minutes earlier, that, something could have happened. Same thing for like if you're scheduled to work and then your car stalls out and you have to put your car in the shop. Maybe you weren't supposed to go into that job today or whatever day. Maybe something was happening where it's just like, no, like something was getting ready to happen at your place of work. Now, another thing I'm seeing is you like laying down a new foundation and maybe starting to get a sense of stability in your life. I feel like somebody's travel plans may get canceled or delayed. It also seems like there's something going on in regards to someone's dreams or sleep. So from a metaphysical standpoint, I kind of feel like maybe somebody is trying to astral travel, but it's being stopped for whatever reason, for, your protection. I don't know, from personal experience, I've only read about like possible bad experiences or like a bad trip or something. Like drifting off into certain dimensions or areas that are scary or haunting, or dangerous even, or maybe going too far off away from your body. So I don't know. I feel like if somebody is intentionally trying to travel, like they're being stopped from going so far or going into a certain dimension because maybe it's just not good for you. If this is about a trip or a vacation, maybe the timing is bad, or maybe you're having to be redirected. I kind of feel like you also might be looking for something, but you can't find the address, or you keep reaching some sort of a dead end, or so you don't have access to enter someplace. Again, maybe something could be military base or military grounds, like you're something is being like restricted. It's possible too that some of you are getting ready to like confront either a literal Capricorn, or you're having to confront your inner demons, or just something that is your fear. Like, I feel like you are preparing to confront some sort of fear that you have. Feels like you don't trust relationships, or you don't trust somebody just in general. You're kind of like trying to keep some sort of distance between you and another person. Maybe you don't know what their intentions are. Maybe you think somebody only wants to use you for something. Or maybe this person is just like known not to, they don't have like a good reputation about something. Maybe you've heard this person, is a playboy, playgirl. It just seems like you don't trust somebody. But at the same time, there may be some sort of love-hate connection, or some sort of intensity that you're drawn to, like you're still attracted towards something that isn't the healthiest. Maybe you don't trust yourself around certain people or certain situations. Oh my God. This is one of those situations when you tell people that you work from home and they're just like, oh, so I can just keep calling and messaging me. All right. I do feel that somebody is trying to do something nice. Maybe somebody is trying to give you something to show you that they love you, but you just don't trust this person. I also feel like there could be some sort of a long distance relationship going on, or you don't want to get involved with somebody because they live long distance and you're like, I don't want to catch feelings for somebody that lives so far away. There also could be insecurities due to a long distance relationship and feeling like, oh, if I can't give it to them, I know they're going to find it wherever they can get it. If they can't get it from me, they're going to get it from somebody. Or they think this way about you. They're like, no, like, I'm not there. So when I'm not there, who are you getting it from? Or who's buying you these things? Or, like somebody is feeling some insecurities about being in a long distance relationship. I feel like somebody has like a confession to make or has something that they need to say to you. I feel like somebody has regrets about something that they did in the past. Or maybe now that you're setting boundaries for yourself, or, you're trying to take back control of a situation, somebody is feeling remorseful for how something ended. Or maybe you ended up blocking somebody and they're like, I should have did that. Now they blocked me. I still feel like in a love situation, somebody does not want to go away. I feel like somebody's just still determined. They're going to keep bothering you until you say yes. I also feel like in some sort of competitive situation, you're going to be victorious. You're going to get like the recognition you deserve. I feel like you're also potentially like a born leader, or your leadership abilities are going to like be in a spotlight this week. Finances might be kind of shaky or weird, or just unstable, or you're having to struggle to hold on to what you've earned. I feel like something should be stabilizing. I still feel like finances are kind of iffy. So watch your spending. I'm not really seeing any major changes to your finances if you're concerned about whether or not you're going to be making more money, or if any, more finances are coming in. It seems like things are going to be kind of like the same. If you do so happen to come into some unexpected income, it still looks like you would think it's enough, but it's like after I pay everything, I'm only left with this, and like I'm back to being, in this weird financial situation. So I don't know. It still seems like you might be kind of stuck financially. You can't seem to move forward. You also might have to dip into your savings to take care of certain things. I feel like somebody is trying to find out something about you or find out where you live, but they're hitting some sort of a block. And then just kind of going back to the trust issues. I feel like it's really hard for people to get close to you. Like you don't trust people anymore. If you once did, I just feel like you don't anymore. And you definitely keep up some sort of a wall. I feel like you really need to understand someone's intentions, or you really need to know someone good before you allow them to enter your space. And it seems like you have like some sort of fort. Yeah. Somebody is very confident though that they can break down your barrier or get you to trust them, no matter how resistant you are. All right, so yeah, those are the messages that I'm getting. Hopefully some things resonated. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.